Okay, we're here trying to fix an Epson 5040UB projector. These commonly have an issue where they don't have any lights or anything, just won't power up. People say it's a power supply issue, but I did some digging into it, and it's actually an issue on the main board over here, this little chip. But quickly, what would happen with mine, when I would plug it in, I would get a blue flash on the status, the power button light, and the status light right here. That's it, nothing else, dead otherwise. Did some digging online. Big thanks to the guys on the AVS forum. They said these chips tend to go bad. I didn't see a video on this, so I'm making one to try to help somebody. The way you check if they're bad is you probe out between pins 3, let me see, 3 is right here, and 4. There should not be continuity between these, okay? You can tell the orientation of the chip. This kind of designates which way it's facing. So if you're facing this way, this is pin 3 and 4. 4 is your ground pin, and then 3 I think is like pH or something. I don't really know what these do. There's some kind of voltage changer thing. But anyways, you should not have continuity between those two. This one, I removed it. It was a dead short. I do have like 200, and I'm trying to remember, like 500 ohms between this one, so I'm hoping that's not a problem. There's another one over here that had like 200 between the two. Hoping that's fine. We'll find out. But to get these out, I'm not going to show you my soldering because it's atrocious. But you just heat this chip up, basically just heat the heck out of it. I removed this to try to keep it away, try to protect it, but heat it really hot with a hot air gun. Remove it. I'll link a video about soldering stuff because I'm not good at it, so don't learn from me on that. But yeah, you remove it, buy a new chip. I bought 4 of them on Amazon. The chip number is right here. So it's basically 54335A. I believe that's what it says on these themselves. Yeah, 54335A. That's the number you need. Make sure you get ones with legs, because obviously these have legs to solder in there. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to solder this in right there and then see if it works. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna pause it, see if we can solder it in, and see if it works. Before I solder this, I did want to point out these have a ground plane. Get it focused on the bottom of the chip. That's this right here. So there's a lot of solder underneath the chip. You got to heat up to get it out, so you got to get it really hot. And you don't want to be prying up on it. You could potentially mess up that ground plane, so you want to keep heating it really hot. I had to turn my hot air rework station all the way up. It's a cheap one, so I had to turn it all the way up to get it hot enough. But you want to tap the chip from the side, like this way. Like if I was doing this one, I'd be tapping it with the tweezers. And then once it moves, it's loose, you can pick it up. Don't go prying on it or you'll break something. And then of course, when we're putting the new one in, we want to make sure we get the orientation right. Here's the new one. It's got the line on the side. Put it in the same way as the other ones. Okay, we got the new chip installed. Honestly, probably not the best soldering job, but it seems to all be connected. I checked from pin 3 to 4, no continuity, so that's fixed. Did try to touch those up with a soldering iron afterwards because it didn't look like they flowed super well with the hot air gun. Maybe made it a little better. I'm really hoping that ground plane underneath there is connected well, because that's what keeps the chip cool, I guess, is what I read. So yeah, worst case it burns up again and we gotta do this again. You can see all the flux around there as well. I'll get that cleaned up, but I just want to test it. So there is a door switch for the lamp on these. So this door has to go right here, and then that little thing in there pushes that switch down there. So in order to get this going, I have it plugged in right now. You do have to put this door in place and then put some weight on it just to fire it up. You hear that click. We get a flashing status light now. Didn't do that before. Last time I just got one quick little flash, nothing else. It would go out. So let's try to launch this thing up. Let's see if it powers up. We got fans coming on. Let's see if our lens opens up and gives us an image. Yep, lens opened up. Let's see if we see any kind of Epson. Do we get a lamp? I see light. Oh, no, we got an error. Okay. I think that's a lamp error. So let me dig into that now. But definitely progress here. It's trying. Maybe the lamp's out as well. I'm not sure. I'll check into what this error is and figure it out. Realized I didn't plug this back in. So let's do this again. Set this on here. Okay, we got flashing. We got our standby light. It's powered up. Lens opened. See if we get a lamp to fire here. I think I saw the lamp fire. Yeah, we got light. I'm gonna wait for this status to stop blinking and then cut the light, see if we have an image. So this just means it's warming up because it's flashing. I do see a lamp going. You see the lamp? I think we're good to go, guys. There we go, look. We are good to go. So that's the fix. Let me get the top panel and everything. I'll get this booted down and then I'll show you guys where all the screws are. Hold up, we're still flashing here. Let me make sure this, okay. I think we're solid. Yep, looks good. We got an image. Heck yeah, easy fix. Easy fix right there. It ain't pretty, but it's working. Let me get the top and everything and I'll show you guys where all the screws are to get that off. That's the only panel you got to take off is the top panel. Figure out what chip you got by ohming 3 to 4, see which one's shorted out, and then heat it up, pull it out, add a little solder to each joint. Again, I'm gonna link that soldering video, do a bunch of flux, heat the heck out of it, get it soldered back in there, and hopefully it lasts. Probably shouldn't be touching this with it running, but I just wanna see if it's running hotter. I think they feel about the same. I think we're good. All right. Like I said, I'll get the panel and show you guys where all the screws are. I'm gonna get this thing powered down. But yeah, we got an image. Okay, here's the top cover. Again, this is the only thing that's gotta come off to get to these chips. Check them, figure out what's bad, and replace the one that's bad. Of course, you gotta have the lamp cover off, and then this just goes right on top. Super, super easy. Get it in place. Set this down. Okay, that's in place. Now here's all the screws. There's a bunch of these black ones. There's the old chip right there. Let's see. Okay, there's the black ones, they're all machine screws except this one right here. So I believe this one that's not a machine screw is gonna go in the projector lamp housing. Okay, goes right here. All right, and then the machine screws, they go all along back here, okay? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the back right here, and then there's one over here in the button section, okay? And then when you get done, I'll flip it over and we'll put these into the bottom. I'll show you where those go, but it's pretty simple. Okay, I got it flipped upside down. Again, we got all these machine screws put back in. We got the plastic type, wood screw type, whatever screw put into in here in the lamp housing. And then the final machine screw right here. And then these silver screws are just gonna go in all these holes on the bottom. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes in the bottom, 8, 9. I think that's right. See how many screws we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, there's another hole around here, but you get the idea. Pretty easy. Put those back in and you are rocking and rolling. One last little section here. Just wanted to see it all fired up and working. There it is. Apologize for the video being kind of choppy and not great quality or anything. I don't normally do any kind of videos or anything, but I just wanted to see if I could point someone in the right direction on getting this thing fixed. So if it helps, let me know. If you have a question or something, just comment and I'll do my best to help you out. I'm not an expert at all. I just found the right info online and got lucky. So hopefully you can too.